Hey, it's Rob Minton and welcome back to another Cash on Our video. In this video, I want to share a powerful strategy that you can use to change your life. Cool part about this strategy is it's free, it doesn't require a lot of time, and it's very, very effective. Okay? This strategy is set time every single day to think for yourself. I like to do it early in the morning, coffee time with Rob, and this little time investment is incredibly valuable, at least it has been for me. And the reason why is it gives me the opportunity to see things that I wouldn't necessarily see. It gives me the opportunity to not operate on autopilot, to not be asleep at the wheel, to try to improve the quality of my thinking, to try to think more accurately. The process is rather simple. It's just to ask yourself questions and then answer those questions truthfully. And I know that may not seem like it's that big a deal, but if you allow yourself to answer honestly, it gives you the opportunity to see things that you wouldn't normally see, that maybe you can reevaluate things or different ways you're thinking to see if that process is accurate, if it's helpful, if it's making your life better. And being honest in this process is where the real value is. This is why I do it in a notepad. I'm not sharing this notepad publicly. I put stuff down and I allow myself to just be honest with myself, right? And it's not easy. And one of the best ways to do this is to invert with your questions. And I know that might sound a little complicated, right? One of Charlie Munger's, who is Warren Buffett's partner, one of his famous quotes is invert, always invert. And this inversion process, man, is it powerful. So here's how we can use it, right? Think of an important goal that you have. It could be a financial goal, it could be a health or fitness goal, it could be any important goal. It really doesn't matter what it is. Now you have that goal in mind. I want you to flip it to the exact opposite, okay? And then here's the question to ask yourself. If I wanted the exact opposite of your goal, what specifically would I do? That may sound a little odd, right? Why would I ask myself the steps I should take to get the exact opposite of what I want in life? And trust me, if you do this, you'll understand very quickly why this question is so valuable. But I wanted to just illustrate how powerful this is by using a self-serving example. I recently released a new book where I share how you can set your kids up for financial success. In there, I also share the different ways I'm trying to teach my children about money and financial success. Here's the book. It's available on Amazon. I really put my heart and soul into that book. And if you have kids or grandkids, I highly suggest you grab it. And actually, you can use the exact same plan in that book for yourself. And I think you'll be very surprised at the results you receive. Now, as I was kind of thinking about and preparing to write that book, I used this inversion process. And here's the question that I asked myself. If I wanted my kids to struggle financially throughout their entire adult lives, what specifically would I do? Okay, weird question, I know. And here's a couple of things that I would do. If I wanted my kids to struggle financially, number one is I would not save money. I would not buy assets for them, right? I would not tuck money away that they could use at some point in their future to improve their lives. I would not do that. Number two, I would not teach them about money. I would not share mistakes that I've made in my life. I wouldn't talk about what I've learned. I would kind of be a closed book. I wouldn't really talk about money whatsoever to my kids. And then number three is I would let them get into as much debt as possible. And if we really think about this, we can see that this is the exact same plan that most parents follow with their kids, right? Most parents do not talk about money with their kids. They don't share any of their financial mistakes. They don't teach them about money, about investing. They just kind of let the world teach their kids about money, which we know the world isn't doing very well financially, which is kind of crazy if we think about just that aspect of this. But so number one, we don't talk about money to our kids. We don't share. We don't try to teach them. Number two, we don't tuck money away. We don't buy assets for them that will provide income in their adult years. We don't do that. If we do save money, we put it into a college savings fund. The money in that college savings fund then goes directly to the college. There's no asset providing income after college. The assets are all gone. They're consumed by college. And then number three, when our kids graduate from college, they have a massive amount of student loan debt. So the top three things that I would do to set my kids up for financial struggle is the exact same thing that most parents do with their kids. This is why this question and this inversion process is so darn powerful, because we get to see how crazy we are. Like, we are just insane if we think about this, right? We are doing things that are contradict what we want in life. This process allows to see like the errors in our thought process, the misjudgments, and the complete absurdity and how we're living our lives. And I'm just saying this because I've identified this numerous times. It's like, it's almost funny that we do the exact opposite of what we should be doing and we don't even think about it, right? We're asleep at the wheel, we're not paying attention, and we do what everyone else is doing, and boom, we get the same exact result everyone else gets. And when you just stop and question this stuff, a door opens and you're like, what the hell was I thinking? Like, it's just an amazing process. So I've obviously used this self-serving example because I want you to buy my book, but you can use this exact same questioning, this inversion process with every other goal you have in life. So think of the opposite of your goal and then ask, what specifically would I do if I wanted to have opposite of your goal? And that question, then you be honest with yourself and you list all the answers, everything you would do to get the exact opposite. And then now you can kind of look at your answers and go, oh my gosh, I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I'm doing this. And when you see things from this perspective, it's just funny, right? It's how you can shift some of your negative and limiting beliefs so that they kind of work in your favor. It allows you to flip your thinking very quickly because it's funny, right? You're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe how stupid, how dumb was this, right? So you can change very quickly. You don't really have to sit worrying, hemming and hawing, oh, should I do this? Should I do this? It's very easy. You know exactly what to do and you're able to just do it. So give this a try. And man, I promise you, if you actually are honest with yourself with these questions and you invert, it's going to be an eye-opener and it might just change your life. It has certainly been very helpful for me. I hope that helps, and I will catch you in the next video.